I currently have these two notebooks where I put a lot of valuable information in them. In my last video, I talked about these two hard drives and how I have some very important information in here that I've kept for the past few years. I got in America. And then I also keep really good things in here too. So I want to just give you a quick introduction to these two notebooks. One is green, and I can't remember exactly what I put in here, but let's see. I think I have like a bunch of addresses on here. Like this is from one of my like resumes, my CVs that I made some years ago. People I know, like I'll show you this list of people that know me or did know me a few years ago. Michael Kurtz, Rob Nolan, K. Aloha, Irvin, Andrew Morose, Donald Camise, or Donald Duck. And this is my resume. So I say, this is my name, Joey Arnold, servant, teacher, student, producer, and I like to live and laugh and learn and love. And I had an address. That was my address back in 2009. So it's 420, April 20, Hitler's birthday. And that was my email back then, joeyarnold@rockymail.com. My education, Forest Grove High School, 2000 to 2004, Word of Life Bible Institute for 2 years, in Appalachia Bible College in West Virginia. First college, Word of Life in New York. I was born in Oregon, in Forest Grove, Oregon. I have some experience, like volunteering experience as a basketball manager and in a children's church and children ministry team in New York. I was on the children ministry team for 2 years. I was involved with the Awana clubs as a kid, and also as a leader when I was older. And I went to Revolution Hawaii, which is a part of the Salvation Army. And my employment experience includes working in the food prep at my first college, the Word of Life Bible Institute. Kind of like an assistant to the cook and camp counselor for a few different years, like 5 years at different camps. And I was a dishwasher at a Kel's Irish restaurant and after school assistant. And I have an expertise in like dedication, consistency, determination, doing the little things, passion, heart, courage. I care about people. I'm task oriented. Will not quit. I can multitask. I have references. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of all of this, and I'm spending a little bit of too much time on this is my resume. But then I have stuff like this is Rob Nolan's family, just the children there, and got some stuff in here. Like I have stuff that people wrote to me. Maybe I can make another video of all the different things people write. Sometimes I get like Christmas letters, birthday cards, stuff like that. I have pictures, like that's my older sister when she was like 15 years old or so. I have a bunch of stuff that I wrote. I have my academic record from high school, English 9, science, some of the classes that I took in 9th grade and like 10th grade and 11th grade and also 12th grade later on. And I can make another video that talks about this. And also it talks about where do you want to go. And my transcript, the grades from my school went off to my first college, Word of Life. And because my college wanted the information about my high school. And then I have information about the classes I took in college, and some of the classes include just like Bible classes. There's a lot of different classes here, a lot of information here. and this is like a like a restaurant in Ho Chi Minh City in Gapap district, a part of the Leaf Pagoda, and this is the labor contract. So this is my labor contract with I think this is with the Tan Phan Foreign Language School. I think it is. Yeah. So I'll look at that later. And see, yellow notebook, blank paper. Think it's, okay. This is me learning Vietnamese. So I was trying to learn Vietnamese here, and I was doing this 2008. No, not 2008. That's an earlier date of when I started writing something else in this book, something unrelated. But I wrote this like I think in this is the 13th January 2013, and at the Papa Foods in Bac Ninh, and so I'm like learning Vietnamese, and I see the Vietnamese word and I write in English, and I try to remember. So this is the alphabet, the Vietnamese alphabet, and he's like ah, ah, and it goes on and on with the alphabet, and English and Vietnamese words. I also have like 2 dictionaries up there, English to Vietnamese, and the other one is English to Vietnamese, or Vietnamese to English. Here's one of the cards I made, like a business card, a name card that I made some years ago. I am your oatmeal. This is like a card. It says something in it, some information about my videos. I keep a bunch of old videos. I started making videos when I was 10 years old, back in 1996, right before I turned 11. I started planning for it in the summer of 95 after my brother was talking to me about, oh, hey, we should make some videos. And I started writing, so I'm also a writer. And this is like, this is something. I can't remember what this is exactly. This is from teaching English with the Fellowship Youth Group. And this is July 8, 2013. I started back like in April 2013 in Ho Chi Minh City with FYG, Fellowship Youth Group, and we have different topics. I made other videos about it too, talking about it, and so I have different papers with that, different notes, and this is something I wrote, and I can't remember exactly. Oh yeah, I was trying to ask for my deposit money back from a place where I lived in the Binh Thanh district, near District 1, and near District 3, and near the Tô Đắc district is the Binh Thanh district, and I lived there for a few months. I moved there in May, and I gave them the deposit money, and then they were supposed to give it back to me when I moved out in August 2013, but then they didn't. But then a few months later, maybe January 2014, they gave me back some of the money, but then they still owed me like another like $20, which they never gave me back. Maybe because the police came to their house one day, and I wasn't allowed to stay there because they weren't allowed to host me because they didn't have a license, and then they had to give the police $20, and then so that's probably why they didn't give me the $20. But I at least want them to tell me that, which they haven't yet, and they probably won't ever. But I still want to ask them about it. Communication problems and stuff is something that we kind of have. This is I can't remember what this is. Some of this stuff I'm gonna get rid of. So I make a video, and then I don't feel guilty if I get rid of it, because I'll be like, oh yeah, I made a video about it, so it's okay. This is a notebook. This is a journal. Okay, this is a journal that I started in when I was a counselor at the wilderness camp at Camp Karatli. It's the wilderness camp at Camp Karatli of Redwood Glen in Boring, Oregon. I was a counselor here 2 summers at Camp Karate. So this is my second summer, and so this is 2008 August. No, August. Yeah, August 4th, and it was one of the last days of the summer before I went to the WYI, I think, or something like that. This is like a website, like a blog spot that I had, and I write, in about 14 days, in a blink of an eye, my life will forever change, because I was gonna go to Long Beach, California, and help Lincoln Hawk, and but then that didn't happen for several different reasons, I guess. Maybe partly because I wasn't ready for it, maybe, and I wasn't good enough for it, and also maybe there wasn't availability, maybe, that like Lincoln Hawk wasn't able to host me, maybe, or wasn't willing to, or he was busy or something. A couple different reasons like that, and so I didn't actually go there, and then I didn't have a backup plan, and that was kind of sad, and kind of my fault not to have a backup plan, and so then I ended up going back and living with my father for about 2 months, and then I moved to Portland, Oregon in October 2008. I moved to Portland, and I had my own apartment, and I was able to get my younger sister's old apartment. She used to live at the Alder Housing Apartments in Portland, and then I was able to inherit it, and then I lived there for like 2 years, and then I worked at Redwood Glen, a Salvation Army camp in like Scotts Valley near San Jose, California. I worked at I worked at the camp, a Salvation Army camp called Redwood Glen, and then after that, I was living at an old lady's house in Portland, Oregon, and then I was living with my father's house back at home again for about a year and a half or so, and then 2012, in November 29th, I moved to Vietnam. Now I'm in Vietnam, and I was like in the north, like back in Hanoi, Hoa Binh, and Thanh Hoa, and then I came to Saigon, and I've been living in different districts here since like February 2013. So I've been here for almost 2 years in Ho Chi Minh City, or 2 years just in Vietnam totally. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much. I really like to talk, and these are the home videos that I got that I started making. They were originally on VHS tapes, VHS, but videotapes, big videotapes. But then they were converted onto DVD, and so I have some of it on DVD, or all of it, or as much as possible. And so I hold on to them, and sometimes I upload them to YouTube or maybe Facebook or something. And I try my best to try to save it and try to digitally re-enhance it, like George Lucas with Star Wars. But I always run into a lot of problems, and I've been doing this for many, many years, and started back in 1995 and 1996, and that was like almost 20 years ago, like about 19 years ago or so, maybe 18 years ago. So there's a lot of history with me, and that's one of my favorite things to do, is to make videos, tell stories like George Lucas, and I really, really love the video camera. I love the video camera. I love the video camera. You can see, and this is the red notebook, and here this is more focused on what I would make, things that I would write, and so there's more of a focus on that. I got this. I don't think this is my card for like a cinema. Here's information for like taxes. So tax information. This is the airport in the big city in my state, Portland, the PDX. I live in Portland, big airport there, and I got some stuff in here. I got some comics. I made some of these comics. Like, I started making comics when I was about 13 years old in 1998, and this one it's probably 2000. Yeah, this is 2001. 2001, I have a comic strip where, like, this is me, and my nickname here is Cool Kid, and there's some stories here, and there's probably some other stuff, and this is like an old picture that I drew. I was about maybe 7 years old in 1992 or so. I can't remember exactly what that is. This is something I wrote in 2009, and it has some things in it. I once wrote this quote, you don't have to eat what you feel like eating. That's very important. Sometimes I copy former notes onto new paper. And so I may have, found some stuff on another piece of paper and I copy it onto here. And then I write it very, very small to try to save space. And I also try to, I used to, at times, I would write everything that I ate. And I'd be like, okay, this is what I ate. I ate this, and I ate that, and I had this, and I try to write everything that is inside the food as well, the ingredients. And so I go into details about what's inside of it. Here's one question. Have I ever seen a demon? Maybe. Maybe. It's kind of hard to answer. So this is all these different things that I've wrote. Love. This is from 2007. And this is at the Camp Karatli, a Salvation Army camp in Boring, Oregon, USA, America, and I write about my feelings. I say a bunch of things. I can't remember exactly everything I'm saying here, so it's kind of hard to explain. It'll take more time to explain some of this stuff, or most of it. This is from 2007 as well. It's from the 9th month, so it's September 24th. It says 24th. The 9th, the 24th of September 2007, 6 a.m. In the room. This is in Revolution, Hawaii. So I was in my room, and here's a question: how do people fart? And then this is Jeff Walters, and he said he thought that I would know because everybody knows how people fart, but I really was asking the question, and anger came like a passing. And I really wanted to know the answer, but they changed the subject and they jumped to another topic quickly. And sometimes people would rather avoid problems, like not talk about things and instead of fix them. And I really don't like when people change the subject and they don't really want to deal with something, or if they have this awkward pause or something, they don't know what to do, and so they're like, oh, hey, yeah, how about those bowls? How about the bowls? And they change the subject. They want to talk about something else, and we should really deal with things, face our problems. Here, to encourage, make better. I talk about some things like encouragement letters, the EAs. I started that in about 1999 or 2000, especially in Forest Grove High School, and then also in college, and even to this day, I try to write some things to try to encourage people with pictures and with some words, and I have a gift of writing. There are so many things to say and to think. Too many ways to write. TOO. Never underestimate God, nor God's people, nor the grace or God's will. Our God is an Awesome God, John MacArthur. That's a book, not the song, by Michael W. Smith. To like or to love. I like Amanda for her kitten braces smile. I think maybe she got married now, so all the people that I tend to like get married, and I get really sad. This is from 2004. This is from when I first went to work at a camp right after I graduated from high school. And the missionaries, the Word Life missionaries, were able to get me a plane ticket. Debbie and what was it? Pete Steele. They were able to get me a plane ticket. And then I was working at this camp, which is at the college, the first college that I went to, Word of Life Bible Institute. And so during the summer, it's called the Rants. And I was in one of the programs like STC or something, STC, I can't remember exactly what it was called, a summer work program or something. And I would write about girls that I liked, like Amanda. And then I would talk about Tiffany Cumbo. And then I would talk about all the different people I like in my life. Tiffany Cumbo, Selena, Sonia Mack, Marcy Rains, Carrie Haynes, Monica Vasquez, Tanya Jones, Katie Dober, Cynthia, Britney Spears, Ashley Olsen, Sparkles, Joy, different people. And let's see. There's Mike Eaton. He's a youth worker that was working in the STC summer training community or program or something. And this is 2004, the 7th, July 11th. And Chris was my counselor, my supervisor, Chris Zog. And Ralph was like a roommate, maybe gay, I don't know. Mark was another roommate. It says Mark there. And happy dance. They would do the happy dance. It's like you go, you move your hand a little, but you don't do a lot of dancing. Just your hands just go up and down, and you smile. It's called a happy dance. Many different things. I could probably make another video talking about all the different things I write in this journal here. And most of the journal was written during the summer of 2004. And that was a very interesting summer. And then this is Bible Institute, Word of Life Bible Institute. That's the first college that I went to. Some papers, some songs. I'm a songwriter, so I wrote some songs in here. And a map of District 1 and District 3 in Ho Chi Minh City. I don't need it anymore. It's what I write, I think, is more valuable than just a map of Ho Chi Minh City. Because I can get a map of Ho Chi Minh City anywhere. But the stuff that I write is more authentic and more unique. You can't just like find it anywhere. There's not as many copies. So it's more unique because it's more rare. I'm more rare, you know. I'm one in a million, one in a billion. There's a bunch of things here, so it's really hard to show you everything here. Atheism, and then some kind of joke about it or something. First Christian Church is a church in downtown Forest Grove I would go to. Here's some pictures that I put together. Here's a picture of me when I was 7 years old. And I actually put these together. These are like collages. And I have a few of these that I could show you. And the map. And songs and things I would write. So I guess I have a little bit more time at the moment. So I could show you a little bit more. So here some things that I like. Here's a picture of me and my wife. Except I'm not married. But someday I've always wanted to be married since I was 8 years old in 1993. I really like Tiffany Cumbo. But so this was like 2000 or 2001. When I was about like 15 years old. I would draw this like a pictures of like girls, like a girl, like my nickname was the cool kid, and so someday I would marry the cool girl. Cool kid and cool girl would get together and live happily ever after someday. This is Darth Vader and Michael Jordan. This is me when I was 7 in 1992. I think I was 7 or so. Julia Roberts, Superman. This is a guy that I may have not known at the time, but this is Wayne Brady. Hot News Now. I think a notebook. This is something I wrote like maybe I don't know when I was about 10 years old or 12 or something. Something else I drew. Michael Jordan. Hey, a monster truck. Really sounds like fun. I wish I had one. You're welcome to mine, dearie. Hulk Hogan, Mario, a turtle that I drew when I was about 7 years old. Money. I would make money. This is like Poofer. Poofer is like one of my favorite cats that played Logcat in the second Power Ranger movie that I made that I didn't actually finish. So I would make my own money. So this is like worth $9 or 9 something. I don't know. Monster is a Cookie Monster. There's a comic strip that I made. He's back. This is when is Superman back? No, it's Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan comes back, and this is Mighty Mouse. This is Damon Stoudemire, number 3 on the Portland Trail Blazers, because I really like basketball and I like the NBA, National Basketball Association. This is Kobe, and Kobe says, "I'll have no mercy on you." And Damon Stoudemire says, damn it, he's back. And Allen Iverson says, who's MJ? I don't know who he is. Who cares? And Vince Warren says, I can fly higher than MJ. And MJ says, I'm back from the future or something. I can't remember. MJ's messing with the record, says Phil Jackson. And MJ says, you can't change the past, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. This is one of the EAs that I made for people. Encouragement article. So when I make an encouragement article, I just like I draw the picture and I write some stats like this is a score like 3 out of 10. The speed is 3 out of 10. So the scores aren't really that high. This is a double K. That's a nickname of a girl, I think, from the camp in New York, the ranch, at the Word of Life Bible Institute. Some pictures that I drew: a mountain, a monster, me. Ironic Mystic. It's a company that I made that's not real yet. 10. This is my guinea pig, $10 bill. Some stuff I wrote, like from English class in 9th grade, when I had to write like a story about Romeo and Juliet. Another picture. I took a lot of art classes in high school. And then later, like in my last year of high school, I took a drama class, 2 drama classes, and I kind of wish I took more drama classes, but I was really into art. This is me at the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl. Not a Super Bowl like football, but like not American football, but this is like something with Word of Life, where you go and you see a game, like maybe a basketball game or something. And this is 1999, so I was 14. And this is something I made for like an art class where I had to make a design cover for a CD design cover. Yo, homie, what's up? My brother, my sister, my older sister. This is my brother with his senior project of high school, where he did something with the ham radio. This is me, like a dream picture of what I want to look like when I'm older, with sunglasses and really strong muscles. Joseph Scott Arnold, Rose Grove Times. This is something I just wrote for fun, for 9th grade, for the Romeo and Juliet. And my sister and Lisa and Kathy and Mario. and something to do with science, or some other people, me, a cat, not my cat, just a card, like maybe like a birthday card that I got, or Christmas card, other pictures. I like to draw mazes, so you like start line, you have a finish end, but you also have like a dead end. So you can't go through this because this is a dead end. So you have to go around, and I used to draw a lot of mazes when I was younger, and this is a birthday card, either to me or to somebody else. Maybe to my brother. I don't remember what this is for. This is WYC 97. I think my brother and my older sister went to this, and I went to WYC, Winter Youth Celebration. Winter Youth Celebration is WIC. It's a big celebration where a bunch of Christian churches and people, they come together from all around the area in like Oregon and other states, and they go and they meet together in a place in Portland, Oregon for a few days, and we have a bunch of really exciting things to do, activities and songs and like lessons, and you get together and fellowship and meet other people, and you just like you get re-inspired to live your life for Christ when you go to like a WIC, or you go to like what do you call it, like some other events that they have similar, like with the Salvation Army or something. WYC? Why? What? I don't know. I can't remember. This is something I was in, like a, what do you call it, like a Christmas play when I was about 7 or 8 years old in like 92 or 93 at my church. And these are movies that we bought at the Whizbank Video. And this used to be an old store until they went back out of business around 2000, or maybe before 2000 they went out of business. But this is like the first, I remember this being the first video store that I ever went to, and it was probably the closest video store to my house growing up. We would go there since I was like maybe 5 years old or so. And so this means a lot to me, Whizbang Video, and so I found this like receipt from them. This is 1999, and so I missed them, and it's too bad they went out of business, and nobody bailed them out like they do with like car companies and stuff, like, you know, the United States. They bail out really big banks and stuff nowadays, I guess. These are some pictures I drew when I was about 7 years old. Like, for example, you have a picture of, like, me, or a person. This is how I draw a person. You have the head and the hands and the legs. And then you have some other stuff, and it's really hard to interpret everything. You have a people, you have a person, you have a turtle, you have a tree house, and you have a bird, and different animals, trees. I would draw whatever I would see. And so maybe I should make another video talking about the different things I used to draw, especially when I was about 6 and 7 years old. These are just like actors and Barney and all these different people. This is Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic and a lot of other movies. He's in a lot of movies, believe me. He's been making movies for almost 20 years now, or so. This is Bella from The Beauty and the Beast. This is Harrison Ford from Star Wars and Indiana Jones. And this is Steven Spielberg with I Want to Be Just Like Him, and George Clooney, and what do you call it? John Travolta. And this is Sarah Michelle Gellar of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Brad Pitt, and some other people. This is Bugs Bunny and Daffy and Tweety, and from the, I don't know, cartoons. And this is Captain Crunch, cereal. And this is Tom Hanks and my sister. And this is I can't remember her name. And some other people. Yeah, I should make some other videos that talks about this. This is a player, uh, Randolph or so, not Rand. I don't know. This is some of these people they went to my high school and that like C played basketball. C played basketball and I was a basketball manager during my last year in high school, and so I helped like as a manager with like recording the games and helping them in whatever they needed, and so I was able to meet them. This is where they played soccer, but they also played basketball, and this is my father when he was like 20 years old, and my father watching TV. So my father looks kind of like me. This is my father again. This is me in like 11th grade. Drive Me Crazy movie with Michelle Jones Hart. This is like a basketball team or a soccer team, and I knew these girls from high school. I liked some of them at times, at least. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Uh, the Vikings that is the mascot from my high school, and then we have this is Superman, who later on got in a horse accident and died, I think. And not right away, but over a course of some years, eventually he died, if you don't know. This is a movie, and this is from one time my youth group went to Mount Hood, and I went skiing. I've been skiing like 1 or 2 times, and that was around like 2002, when I was about 17 years old. I went skiing about 1 or 2 times, and these are two girls that I really liked at the time, but I never got around to like dating them or her or anybody. I never really had a girlfriend, and now I'm 29, and this is money. If I had more money, then maybe I would have more girlfriends. And this is Jimmy Cricket Ninja. Some people from my high school, other people from like the drama. They're involved with like drama and acting in my high school. A movie. Another person from my school. And I just cut it up and put it in here because I wanted to save space, because I had all these things that I didn't want to get rid of it. So I just like cut it up and put them here so I wouldn't want to get rid of it, because I felt like I had too much stuff and I want to get rid of it, but I didn't want to get rid of all of it. So I had all these magazines and stuff, and maybe I should have asked other people in my family if they wanted me to throw away all those things like magazines and stuff. But I decided to take matters into my own hand. This is like a map of something, like the forest and the cities and stuff here. Some people laughing, some girls because I like girls, and a baby maybe. And this is from 2003. So I made these collages in 2003, and this is my email that I had at the time, oatmealjoey at yahoo.com, of Golden Grams overall. Golden Graham crackers, 2 of 2. And so this is what I called these collages. I have 2 of these. I have this one and the other one I just showed you earlier, this one. And so I had 2 of these. And so there's a Magic Johnson, and this is Billy Graham, and Samuel L. Jackson, and the girl from Friends, and a bunch of other people. This is Lilo and Stitch, but this, the Stitch, Leo and the Alien Stitch, and other actors, and Mary Kate or Ashley Olsen, Will Smith, Matthew McConaughey, the Nestle guy animal, some other people, the Jay Leno. We could play a game like Where's Waldo? Bill Clinton, where's Bill Clinton? Oh, I didn't have sex with Monica Lewinsky. That's what he would say. But then maybe he did. These are pictures. This is a picture from I don't know when. I don't have a date here. Maybe 2001 or 2002? I mean, 1991 or 1992, when I was about 6 or 7 years old. You know, people sleeping and walking around, and maybe this is like a big place. I don't know exactly what it is. And then we have this picture, and there's a tree, and a car, and the water, like a lake, and the sun. A person here, maybe a person here, a person here on top of the house, like a tree house. A car here, 3 cars here, and the water. So this is 1991, September 10th by Joey. Trees and cars and water. I think my mother wrote this because she would listen to me and she would translate. It's raining here. This is like around the same time. This is what rain looks like. Rain looks like this to a 7 or 6-year-old boy. So I was 6 years old when I made this. I drew this when I was 6 years old in America in 1991. This is a map of some kind of make-believe place that I invented, like my own world, my own country, my own universe, like the land of the universe or something. And jungles. It's raining here. Winter here. And other things like it says fall here, and I don't remember when I made that, so I'm sorry, I don't exactly know when I made that. Here's a picture of like my father, and this is like a promotional advertisement for my like my story of the Arnold attic, where I put my home videos that I made since 1995 when I was 10, and I add a story to it where like a make-believe story of a boy who started making videos, but like first he was like lost in the wilderness, and then like a horrible guy like puts him to work or locks him in the attic, and that's at the top of the house, you know, like the top floor. And this is actually my father, inspired by my father, or really is my father, but in the story it's like this is a guy, and this is Billy Breaker, and Billy Breaker is like is me, but in the story it's like, you know, it represents me, or it's inspired from me, and he's stuck in the attic, and then he has to find a way out, and he has all these videos, and he finds a way out because he really wants to get out, but then he finds out that he needs to go back, and he needs to go back to discover who he really is, because when he left a part of who he really was, and he really needed to go back and make things right, because he left his videos there and a key to his life. And sometimes we do that in our own lives. We try to get out of situations, but we really need to stay in certain situations so that we can learn from them, and then we can move on when the time is right. And then so that was the inspiration behind that story. Some really good moral questions and moral lessons, I mean, that you can learn in your life. This is a picture of I don't know, some things here. I don't know, some kind of maze or something. Like you got like a whale here or something. See, it's been so many years, I can't really remember anymore. I'm becoming old and senile now. Here's some trees here and some water. This is some kind of ninja guy or something. I really don't remember. Here is a picture of like a dream house. Sometimes I would draw houses and things that I really wanted. Like a dream house, like it's like I'm an architect, and I draw the blueprints. There's the bathroom, and there's like the living room, and there's the kitchen, and there's the TV here, and a book room, and a playroom, and a sitting room, or a sat room, or a hallway here. I guess I didn't know how to spell hallway then. And a movie room, and a washing, a playroom, and a dining room, and a skate room, and a Nintendo room, and a dining room, pet room. A few different rooms like that. And then like this is the Green Ranger, and this is the time when the Green Ranger was bad. We are not good and bad people. And this is Zordon from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I started watching the Power Rangers in 1993 when I was 8. I did a lot of things in 93. I wanted to like travel the world and get married, and I really liked the Power Rangers, and I wanted to be like Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson in 1993 when I was 8. All those things happened in like the same year. Like I started like doing a lot of things. I think my brain woke up more in 93 than before. And since then, my brain has been opening up a little bit more. I've been becoming less shy and stuff, and less bipolar and stuff, less autistic and stuff. This is like some kind of fighting stuff. Oh, did I just say I was autistic or am autistic? I don't think I have autism. Maybe just a little, but not enough to make me have to go to a loony bin, like Dai Train would say. And man, I ran into problems in Vietnam sometimes, so I like to talk about it. But this is like Kung Fu or Matrix or something, like a guy kicking another guy, and I really don't know what the inspiration was behind this video. I don't remember at the moment. Jesus is the only doorway to eternal life. So this is, I wrote on the back of this, New Tribes Mission, which I had some really good friends like the bishops, and they had like cousins who went to Africa, and they went with the new tribes to go and be a missionary. So my friends' cousins went to Africa to be a missionary, but then they had trouble with their babies and they had to go back. And then we went and we had a mission with my youth group in 2000, and we went to Idaho to see them. And they had their own like shirts, and so there were going to be missionaries in Africa. These people that I knew in my shirts were going to be African missionaries in like the Ivory Coast, and then they had problems with the babies. They needed operations, go to the hospital in America, because they have better hospitals and better doctors in America. So they went back to America, and then they couldn't go back to Africa or something, and then they ended up staying in America because they needed to stay in America just in case. And sometimes they had problems, like medical problems with their babies or something. And then we were able to go there in 2000 for 10 days, and that was like the longest I've ever been away from home. Was for 10 days straight away from home, and I felt like I was away from home for so long in 2000. Now about 14 years later, I've been away from home, away from my country for 2 years, or almost 2 years, and that's a lot longer than 10 days. That's like 600 days as opposed to 10 days, and 10 days felt like a really long time. This is Mortal Kombat. This is castles. I used to draw houses and castles and really interesting things like that back then. The turtles. I would just draw anything that was exciting. So that's